This is good. This is it. This is where we're starting again. Hopefully get streaming chat soon. There it is. Oh, well, 35 laps of Canada. I personally don't like this track, but I also don't hate it. As for what kind of racing we're gonna get, I'm not too sure. As for leaders, Heidelberg's already won the championship with 3 races remaining. We've got a little fight on our hands for 2nd through 5th, I think it is. With Larry Reno, Salieri and Boomer. Them 4 in a little bit of a battle. As for much of anything else, it's a case of trying to get the best they possibly can. A few people, Slimmy Cam's had a much better pace over the last couple of weeks. Might be able to fight a charge up the standings a little bit. Left it too little too late to pose any threat to anyone major though. Currently in 16th. But good race can see him jump quite a number of places. I think we're 14 or so my nose is a bit, I don't know what's up with it. It's not good. As per usual, let me set up the full track map. Lap data for qualifying, detail. There's no real detail needed for thing. I guess we can put the tyre detail on, sure. As for the rest, I think we're good. And it will just be a case of I see Pog about to come out then. First one out is an Alpine, which seems to be fairly regular at the moment. Steve Dodds is not out, which means it is Steve Dodds. I don't know why the camera didn't show me him coming out the pits there. Well, as per normal, we get to see Steve put the first lap in, because he's the first one out. This is the rule we go through with qualifying. Just a case of whether or not they can keep it valid this time out. Boomer's starting his one on mediums, Master's starting on mediums, his teammates starting on mediums. Basket's on an outlap, and Master's on an outlap, Zab's on an outlap. Looked like Matt's already retired. I think Matt just assumed he's going to end last and just decides to not come out qualified. We're both McLarens, which isn't... See which one can do better today. It's been rather 50-50, I guess. None of them really going much of anywhere. And it comes down to the World Champions. I'm just about to set up his first flying lap. Here we go. Just started it, and we're about to watch him go around the course, see what time he can set. The yellow flag in sector 1, which is just a couple of people slowing down out the pits. See Reno's here, Audio's not. Oh, Steve Dodd loses the back end of the car a tiny bit there. Someone's messed up through Wall of Champions. Looks like a little bit squirrely at that corner. It's going to cost him a lot of time. Keep the car on track, keeps it valid. Doesn't quite get the car properly on the exit there. Goes through the hairpin. Doesn't look like there's anything too wrong. Got a good exit. Now he comes down the large straight before the final chicane. Gets open DRS. What kind of time is he going to set? That's the real question. Gets to his braking zone. Almost cuts that corner, but keeps it going. What time is he going to set? He's going to set a 1:10.8. Mass is going to be the next one to cross the line, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was the last one out. Either that, or it's going to be a Zab. Might be in front of him. No idea. Comes down to the line. Are we going to get any sort of... What laps are we getting? Zab's going to do a 1:11.1. Oh no. Yeah, 1:97. Amas did a 1:11.190. Tichy's going over. Opens up the RS. 1:11.3. Teammate did a 1:11.7. Puts him in 5th. Luke's going to come over the line now. Luke's just done a 1:10.7. Puts himself on pole. Heisenberg did a 1:13.3, which might just be a second cooldown lap. Oh, sorry. Sneezing all the time, apparently. I did miss one of the... It bundled the time 1:11.5 that I missed to go up. Baskets are invalidated. Let's see what Christ can do. He's gonna do fastest 1:10.1. Okay, that is 6.5 tenths quicker than anybody else in the session. And as soon as I say that, it's automatically not. 1.4 tenths to Boomer in second on the mediums. Sab just did a 1:10.759, puts him in third. So watch Reno. See if Reno can put a proper lap in. Pretty sure he's the only one out here without a... Well, that's actually out on the track that's not doing... that is doing an outlap at the moment. What sector 2 time is he doing? Get a rough estimate. 41.9. Get a little rough estimate of how good sector times can be. Sector 3, just the yellow flags are slowing down. Heidelberg 1:12.9 now. Heidelberg either just doesn't give a damn anymore, or is having a nightmare, and I can't tell which one it is. Or it might be a mixture of both. Here comes Reno over the line to do a 1:10.6, sorry. Puts him currently in third. Don't imagine the two doing much here. Steve Dodds is on an outlap. Heisenberg, no, it's his team, it's Tichy's going slow. Let's see what Arctic's doing. Tichy's obviously doing, oh no, he's just gonna let Heisenberg pass through. It's gonna keep going. What time is he gonna be able to set? He's gonna set a awful one. 1:12.5. I don't know what is going on with him right now, but whatever it is, we'll go on Pog because he's the closest to the line. Whatever is going on with Heisenberg at the moment, it's not what you would usually expect from Heisenberg. Oh, Salieri isn't here. So this is a real chance for Boomer and Reno to capitalize on two of the guys toward the top of the standings just missing the race for whatever reason. Glad to see Steve. What's going on here? Pog just set a fastest first sector. Not sure what the hell was going on at the end there with Reno and Steve. Bit weird. Let's see what sector 2 times he's going to have. So Reno did a 140... no, he did a 41.9, sorry, through 2 sectors. 41.94, it's roughly the same time as Reno, which means he's probably about 4/10 back from Christ in first. We could have a new person on the top step of the podium today. I have a funny feeling that definitely will be the case. Oh, and Pogs managed to mess up the final chicane and isn't going to register the time in this one. Heidelberg's slower. Bunda's 1:11.58. Let's watch Steve. No, we're not watching Steve. I take that back. There goes the Masters lap. Guess we'll watch Bunda's. He's 0.3 of a second up on his time. Wouldn't move him anywhere at the moment. That would, though, being pretty much an entire second up, would jump him all the way up to the second row. See if he can maintain it through the 3rd sector. Coming down the large straight into the final chicane is the hardest part of this track. You can get your braking points right. Just about it does it well enough because he doesn't invalidate. What time are they going to actually set? A 1:12, well, 1:10. I don't know why I keep getting 1:12. I must be reading Heidelberg's score time all the time. 1:10.3 puts him on in 3rd on the 2nd row. We'll put Luke. Yeah, we'll watch Luke. He's on a thing. He's doing a quicker lap than he did before. He's not doing quite a quick enough lap to move him anything out of but one position. He's gonna do a 1:10.5, so he did improve over the last sector. Gets him in front of Reno and Zab. Let's see if we can get let's see what Zab's response, shall I say, is to that. Steve Dodd just did a 1:10.191, which brings him within 1/10 of a second of the Alpha Tyre Christ in current pole. A lot of people out on the track right now, actually. See, we'll still watch Zab's response time. We'll see if Christ is able to do anything afterwards. Go from one Alpha Tyre to the next. Zab just awfully cut that chicane in the last second. Baskets just did a 1:10.6 to put him into 7th. Let's watch Christ. Is he doing anything half decent on his lap? Doesn't look like it. That looks very, very slow. That's because that is very slow. There's no way. Yeah, he's 3 and a bit seconds off, so he's coming in. Basket's just done his fast lap. Let's see if our master's doing anything. Sector 1 time. What time is he? How quick is he? He's doing an in lap as well. Zab is not doing anything because he just... What on earth is Heidelberg doing? What is he doing? Is he just repeatedly going on the same softs? What a weird way of going about it. Is he just getting a feel for the softs, maybe? Amas is apparently not doing an awful lot. Zab got lap invalidated. Reno going faster, so we'll watch the final sector of Reno for a minute. Basket's in the pit, and Master's going in the pit. Heidelberg's doing whatever the hell Heidelberg's doing. We'll watch Pog afterwards, see if he can set a proper lap. What time is he going to actually set? Steve Dodds has gone on the mediums. Reno's now on pole. 1:10.082. It's faster by just like maybe 3.5 hundredths of a second. I should have gone the quicker way around this, but oh well. Let's see what Pog can do. Pog's just done a purple second sector for it looked like it for a minute then. See what he's able to put together. Going through the final chicane, keeps it valid. What time is he going to post up? Hasn't posted up a time yet. The other 1:10.481 on the mediums is exactly a tenth ahead of the guy behind him. And that's the only guys actually on the track right now. Let's have a look at what Arctic and Tichy are actually doing. Because I don't think anyone knows what Heisenberg's doing. Ah, well, there goes Arctic's lap. Tichy's lap's already gone. Heisenberg's gone, and now we're back to square one where everyone is everyone's in the bin. Or in the pits. One of the two. Weren't quite paying attention to Pog's sector 2 time now actually. We'll watch Christ's outlap after we watch what Pog's doing here. Looks like Pog going for it. Heisenberg's done 9 laps on the soft. He running a miniature race, like an sprint race or something. Pog's just gone up to just done a 1:10.292, puts him up in a position. Heisenberg's just doing random laps, so I'll watch Christ for a bit. What time is he going to... well, just started. Let's see what time he's going to do. It looks like Pog is just decided that he's going to end his medium stint there. Let's see what time Christ is able to set. His first sector time, what kind of... Boomers retired from the session and Christ did almost a 10th up. It would be enough to put him on provisional pole. How much time left in the session? 3:29, so you would expect to see a Boomer. What happened to Boomer? He retired. I don't know whether he actually binned it or he was retired in the pits. Christ's second sector put him a 10th exactly, just over a 10th. Up on his fastest time, which would most definitely put him on provisional pole. I'm guessing Reno and Steve would be coming back out for laps in about a minute. Pog's going to go into the pits. I don't know if he's got enough time to get in and back out on softs, but about to find out. Christ, what time is he going to set? He's going to do a 1:09.69, and that is on provisional pole by just over a 10th of a second. And now it's up to someone to take this off of him. And we're going to start by watching to see whether or not it's his teammate who might be able to put an absolute flying lap in. Someone's gone off the side, and I think it's Heisenberg. Because that looks like a dark red dot on the edge of the track map there. Zab was a 10th up on his times, which would move him up a number of positions actually. Let's see what he is through his second sector. He's quarter of a second up, which would put him all the way up into 7th. Everyone going through the yellow flags by Heisenberg. Luke's on an outlap. Heisenberg's been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. Let's see what Zab's going to be able to finish off with. It doesn't matter. Christ did another lap. 19.824 and puts him even further on pole. It's 2/10 of a second up now. And with that, let's watch Steve's outlap. Could watch a Masters, but we'll get around to it. Oh, there goes. Well, that brings us cause to go and watch a Masters. Well, Amas didn't manage to do anything quicker. I don't know if he's going again. Probably his only his only chance of doing anything. Let's watch Luke. No, we're not. Luke's our mass is quicker, slower. His abs slower. What's Basket? There's a lot of people coming over. Basket's just a thing. Luke's done his one wrong. Steve's done his one wrong. Reno is about to set a flying lap. Christ has come into the pit, so that is the end of his session. He's got provisional pole. It's just a case of can someone take it off? You see Bunda's a car in the background. Oh my god, Slimmy's thing as well. El Trucco has taken a Mercedes for some reason. No idea, but that's apparently what it's doing. Basket's retired from the session. It really is just Reno versus Christ. 0.2 of a second is what he needs. Is he going to be able to find that 0.2 of a second? Actually, 2.5 of a second, and even that might not be enough. Don't know why El Trucco's coming out. Time's already finished, lad. Sector 2 yellow flag, and it looks like it's from an Alpine, so that looks like the end of that. What is Reno going to do with the time finish? He's got on pole! He's got on pole by 0.9 of a second. Oh, the AlphaTauri driver had a chance of getting on pole with Heidelberg disqualifying himself, apparently. Not giving any craps about winning, because he'd already won. And it's the Ferrari driver going for second on the second in the standings on pole. The Ferrari, the AlphaTauri has to settle for second, takes out the front row. Steve Dodds in the Alpines has invalidated last couple of laps, so I only get third from a very good start. Boomer retired but managed to put himself fourth. Pogs put himself fifth, not far behind the Aston Martin. The other Aston Martin, Bunda, sits sixth after he retired. Luke sits seventh. He once had the fastest lap, but couldn't really register anything else. Basket had a good go at it, but couldn't see himself higher than eighth. And all of a sudden it gets far more interesting. We're going to have a different set of people towards the top. I know Reno and Boomer have been there and thereabouts the entire time. Steve usually does great in qualifying, and then in turn has a nightmare start to the race and isn't really able to do anything. Christ has been getting better. He's been getting a lot better, but consistency has been the main problem for him as well. The entire season, always seems to start on a tyre strategy opposite to anyone else in the top 10. Apologies for the lack of audio there. Don't know what was going on in the background, so I muted my mic for a moment. but Bundes is disqualified, so he's going to start with absolutely freezing cold tyres. We're going to... not really much to say about the formation lap. It's just procedure at this point. Now that it doesn't bug anything out, Heidenberg starts at the back. Luke's been disqualified, so he's going to start with cold tyres as well. Don't know what it is with people getting themselves disqualified from the formation lap all of a sudden, but that's where we are. So, with this tyre graphic, we always do the tyre graphic first because no one's got penalties. And so it looked like the top three all start on softs: Reno, Christ, and Steve. Then you've got the 4th and 5th place Boomer and Pog both start on the medium tyres. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th all start on softs as their fastest lap would suggest. As for outside of the top 10, where you get free tyre choice, you know, both McLaren starting on the medium tyres, probably going to follow similar strategy that they can keep the car at the wall. Slimmy started on the soft, which is interesting just from all the way back there. El Traco, Demon and Heidelberg all start on the mediums. It's going to be quite interesting now, and apparently Luke's disqualification was caused from the formation lap was caused by Pog. Guess we'll see that in a bit. We're going to watch it from Christ. Got the inside into turn 1, 2. Oh, he's got turn 1 and 3, sorry. I think. But yeah. You got 5 red lights. And it's lights out, away we go, and Arctic Squirrels jump the grid. That's an interesting one. Interesting tactic. Not sure it'll work out. And there's 3 wide into the first corner, and Steve has been hit. And Steve got hit again. Oh my god. Oh, what did I say to start? It's not even his fault this time. He just got sandwiched between 2 drivers to start and then got hit by an Aston Martin on the return. Oh, that was a nightmare start for the Alpine driver. And here comes the Red Bull. Pog got through on Christ. It put Pog into second. Boomer's going to attempt something if he can get close enough. It looked like predict. Whoa, okay. So I've not seen 3 stop predictors charge in a long while. It's probably definitely a 2 stop then, if you can do it online. Reno is 8/10 of a second up the road. Almost out of DRS range when that does eventually come in. The medium tyres aren't going to be able to catch up with those softs, so it's going to be a case of how long that he can keep him within time. So let me jumping up the standings up a little bit here. Bundes got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which I guess was caused from the collision with Steve. Wasn't too sure. I'm guessing that it was because he was the Aston Martin that unfortunately got the collision with him. Steve gone onto hard, see if he can make it a 1 stop, I guess. So we've got a little train forming here. They've got the fronted by the Red Bull, but this AlphaTauri is going to try and push through this straight. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Looked like there's a Mercedes dropping down. It is. It's Luke. And whilst that happened, Christ has got past the Red Bull and he spun! Oh no! After such a good qualifying second and third, have just tumbled into a wall. Oh, getting squashed by a couple of cars for that matter. But oh my god, and everyone, and now we've got a virtual safety car on lap 2. As for what to watch under this virtual safety car, you tell me. I guess we can go to the front little train here. You got Reno mile up the road. Think we might get it. Might be getting a Reno top step interview after this one, I think, because if the start of this is anything to go by, he started like a house on fire. DRS has been enabled. Virtual safety car has been taken off. Let's see if Pog's going to be able to do anything to go at Boomer in the next straight. Arctic Squirrel got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, so his start of the race has been absolutely nightmarish. He's too far away, Pog, to try anything on Boomer. Heisenberg's just sitting in and guessing he likes where he is at the moment. Amasa's going to try and get something on the Haas here. Doesn't quite get a good enough turn or a good enough exit to push properly on the Haas. Going to get DRS though and see if that's going to make much of a difference. Into the final chicane, it's not going to carry enough to make any difference whatsoever. Rena's done the fastest lap. Going to get DRS again, see if he can make a move to the inside. Slimmy's got the fastest lap. He's going to try and make a move to the inside of the Haas, and he has done. He has done it with pretty good driving and a lot of ease. Managed to put himself into 4th. Going to stay with this little train for the next couple of corners at the very least. Trying to get back at each other. Bunda's just set the fastest lap on the medium tyres, and there's a 1:13.2. Actually, we're going to watch Boomer a minute. It doesn't look like he was able to make a move, so we're going to switch back. Slimmy's not able to make a move either, just slightly too far back, but it could be possible he might make a lunge down the last straight. And what was looking so good for Christ and Steve Dodds has just turned into an absolute nightmare. You've got Boomer's 0.2 of a second away. Is he going to make a move? Oh, he's on Pog. Boomer has made a move on Pog and he has taken 2nd place. But it looks like Pog might be able to make a move straight back down the first straight. He's got the inside. Pog doesn't manage to make the inside work. Goes to the outside. And it looks like it's incredibly stout defending from Boomer to keep 2nd place. And whilst all that happened, it looked like Basketball got past the Mars and managed to take back his 4th place, and it's now a 3-second time penalty for Bundas, who is having an incredibly mixed bag. Christ has just set the fastest lap of the race. Let's watch Slimmy and MS for a minute. Both getting DRS on Basket in front of them. Pog's just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, which will definitely play into Boomer's hands as this race goes on. If Slimmy going down the inside into the hairpin. Slimmy, is he going to be able to make anything work? The slight contact. He's not going to be able to make the move work. He just about saved his car from steering into a wall. And now the two get to go at it again. Slimmy's going to try down the inside into the final chicane. He's got the inside wheel. He got squeezed. And oh my god, a massive been sent into a wall. Oh, there's collision there. He's lost his front wing. And he's in huge trouble here, actually. He's going to take a pit stop right away. Heidelberg now sits in 7th after comfortably doing nothing for however long. It's going to be crazy that Heidelberg's deliberately put himself toward the back because he couldn't be bothered, and still possibly might be able to do something. Slimmy's just lost a place to Tichy, which means it would indicate that Slimmy's just had a problem somewhere. Now you've got 5 guys that were looking towards the front, as 5 of the back 6. Al Trucker just got a 3-second time penalty for track limits, and it looks like the Heidelberg's got to go down the inside of the hairpin. Al Trucker's got the outside and slightly got the position. Is Heidelberg going to be able to make anything work down the straight? He is. He got DRS and he makes the move very easily. Manages to get past Al Trucker and he puts himself in 6th. And closest battle at the moment is this El Trucker versus Heisenberg. So we'll keep on here for the moment in time. Once I see a different one come closer, we will go and watch that. And by that, I mean immediately we'll go and watch the fight, a second fight between Boomer and Pog. Looks like Bunda's Slimmy's gone into the pit, so he caused himself a problem. Maybe front wing damage. It's losing out on a few places now. Pog being 4/10 of a second back on Boomer and not being able to make anything work through that DRS straight. Heidelberg has got himself well within Zab, so we'll continue watching here. Heidelberg seems to like the move down the inside on the hairpin, but he's not going to be able to make that kind of move this lap. Is he going to be able to get DRS and make a move down the straight? Is he? Looks like Pog got past Boomer and all that. I may or may not have. And then Heidelberg has got past Zab with the help of DRS and Slipstream. Pog sets the fastest lap of the race. Heidelberg moves himself up into 5th. Boomer's 4/10 of a second back, but getting much closer on the cornering. There's only two in DRS mode. Oh no, there's a couple right toward the back actually, which we might go and watch soon enough. Probably when we see if Boomer's going to get this DRS straight. Luke's got past Steve down the final straight. Looks like Slimmy's on the back of those two as well. He is, and Boomer's not going to be able to have enough speed to make anything work there. Slimmy trying to go around the outside, trying to do a switch back to the inside on the medium tyres, makes Steve move and manages to slide his way past and force Steve onto the grass. So he got past, but it's not the cleanest of overtakes I've ever seen. And we're going to watch down the back straight. Boomer on Pog got him again. Bunders has got another 3-second time penalty. I'm going to see if Pog's able to make another move back. It's go back and forth between these two. The yellow flag in sector 2, which is a McLaren, and it's Arctic Squirrel who just retired from the race, so might be possible we see a safety car. There's our first DNF of the race. Reno's 2.9 seconds up the road. Pog and Boomer are going to continuously go at it. Couple of guys at the back in DRS range as well, which might be worth the look at some point. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, obviously, through what looks like Arctic's car, who finally gets to a place he might actually be able to get out of the race. Boomer is 1.5 tenths up on Pog. Let's see if there's nothing into the hairpin, which probably is a smart move, knowing that Pog's about to get DRS down the back, down this straight. Is he going to be able to make a move? They're both on medium, both on the same laps of mediums. With the slipstream, with the DRS, and Pog is just too far behind to make anything on Boomer. He's going to get DRS again. Let's see if he can make anything into turn 1. He's not. He's going to be too far back. And Mas gets 3 seconds for the track limit. El Choco and Zab seems to be... Oh, Zab's gone in for a pit stop. That might be why you see a couple of people dropping down there. A couple of people raising their rankings up a little bit. Heidelberg's 5.9 seconds off the Pog. And somehow, and there goes Bunders. Bunders retired from the session on the final straight. And there's your safety car. And all of a sudden, that 5 seconds that Heidelberg had gap was on... to catch up to Pog has disappeared, and Heidelberg is currently in 4th. There is no stopping this guy. There genuinely is no stopping Heidelberg. Pog's obviously a safety car, there's no overtaking anyway. So we get to watch this unfold for the next couple of laps. In however fashion it does end up unfolding. There's a few people coming into the pits. Reno, Boomer, Pog, all coming into the pits. Heidelberg might not join them. He doesn't. He's going to take his position behind the safety car of the leader. Looks like they're going to try and make it one-stop pits here from Reno, Boomer and Pog all onto the hards. Could be a very interesting strategy. maybe you might see medium, soft might work. Medium, soft. If worst comes to worst, if you're doing a 2-stop. Medium to hard, soft to hard might be viable. It genuinely might be viable, but it depends on the tyre wear. A few guys pitting, so you've got Steve, Christ, Demon, all pitting at the back, sends them all the way to the back, but on fresh mediums. Obviously safety car, they'll catch up to everyone else before we get back racing. Heidelberg is the man that will eventually back up the pack, and knowing that Heidelberg just hit the front might cause a problem. 11 laps. Apologies. 11 laps Heidelberg from the back to the front. Mainly, to be fair, because of crashes and things of that nature, but can only win what's put in front of you. Few people just stayed on the mediums for the time being. Feel a little bit tired now, but it is what it is. We move. Definitely not going to stop commentating. About a third of the way through the race, and as it stands, you've got 3 guys that you would probably have expected be on the podium in some capacity. However, we do see that Heidelberg will have to pit at some point. Reno managed to put himself on the podium last week as well, I'm pretty sure. Standings. Let's have a look. While we're in safety car, let's have a look at what the standings were last week. When we refresh ourselves, Heidelberg 1, Salieri 1, got 2. Oh, Reno got 12. Oh, Reno got kicked out. Okay, yeah, that refreshes the memory a little bit. Larry's not here. Oh, Trucco has had an awful season, to be fair, but maybe can put some points up on the board. A few guys are just consistency problems. You've got, after last week where Boomer didn't make it, you've got Boomer, Pog, Reno, Salieri, and Larry, all viable contenders for second. And as we stand, it's Reno, Boomer, Pog, in that order. Which would mean that Boomer's not going to jump Pog. Reno will jump Salieri. Reno, as it stands, would go 2 points behind Larry, going with 2 races left, even though I'm not sure Larry decided. I think Larry just bottled it one of the races and just decided not to show up. Oh, we actually are. We actually are in I don't want TV pod, I want broadcast. We actually are racing again. It doesn't look like too much happened on the restart of the safety car. From the safety car, sorry. Everyone seemed to be maintaining positions. We've had 2 DNFs. I'm not expecting them to be the last. Expecting something to happen at some point. Heidelberg got himself 1.6 seconds ahead of Reno, which is not surprising. Heidelberg is ridiculously fast. Just luring everyone to false pretenses, I think. Titchy Boom on the soft might be able to make a move. Let's put it on here. Let's see if he can make a move. See that Slimmy's either ghosted or got kicked out. Don't know which one it is. I think he just ghosted on pause his game now. Boomer's Boomer's half a second, so we probably should go to him in a minute. We will stay on a mass for a moment, see if he can make a move go. He can't into that corner, takes the next couple of ones wide, and it allows Christ onto his rear. See if Christ is able to make a move through this corner. Pog's got another 3 seconds for track limits. Going to drop him down a place or two at this stance. Going into the hairpin, is there going to be anything the AlphaTauri can do? There's Luke got past Slimmy and Mercedes got a place, but it looked like Slimmy got the inside and managed to gain the place back. He has, but the slightly older mediums of Luke's with well, not much of anything managed to get past Slimmy. DRS has just been enabled, which Slimmy has just gone into the pits now. Let's watch Steve. Is Steve going to make a move into turn 1? He is not. He's too far to make a switch back on anyone. And it's now the two Williams at the back. Luke's just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'm going to stay on Steve Dodds for... Actually, we're going to see if Tichy's able to make a move down the straight with DRS first. On El Trucco. Nope, he's just slightly too far back. I'm not sure if there's a bump there or anything, but even if there was, it probably wasn't intentional. Dab's going to take it into the hairpin. He's pretty much on his own at this point. Basket's going to try and take it to Pog. Is he going to be able to do it? He's got DRS, he's got slipstream. Is he going to be... He's got the tyre advantage as well. He's going to make it matter. Boomer's got down the end of the straight, got in front of Reno, but Reno's fighting back. We'll watch this battle a little bit. Is there going to be anything into turn 1? Reno's a little bit further back, but he is still fighting and doesn't get the position. It looked like Boomer's got himself into a very good position to defend once again. Not for the first time this race, Boomer's had at least half decent defending. Few people down in the last points places getting DRS trains forming there. A little DRS train forming through from second through 6th. None of these guys could be ruled out for a high finish at the moment. There is a possible chance of DNFing still. It is Canada. These walls are pretty tight. Not much to it either than that. Says Steve was within 0.31 and Christ has got El Trucker, the yellow flag in sector 3. Not quite sure who that's for. It might have been El Trucker. No idea. El Trucker's just got 3 seconds for multiple warnings, and to whoever I said on Tuesday or whatever it was that Canada would be a penalty fest, I was most definitely right and you were definitely wrong. Reno's just got a 3-second time penalty as well, and I think if the tyre strategy is so interesting, we'll stay on here for a bit. Slimmy just done the fastest lap on the south. I'll stay on here for a bit, but I'm not sure if the tyre graphic genuinely suggests more than probably the penalties graphic would at the moment. The penalties graphic actually might be introduced. I might switch it to that about 10 laps from the end of the race. The yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, and it is El Trucco DNFing. And here comes another safety car. Another safety car. Going out 10 a penny at the moment. El Trucco only just joined for the session. It's already in and already out. Only took 17 laps. And it gives everyone the chance to pit. Not sure the call to pit onto new mediums here. My bad. But it looked like everyone's pitting onto new mediums actually. Boomer stayed out, so did both the AlphaTauris, the Alpine. Heidelberg went on to softs, which is a rather interesting take on the strategy. Demon is in 6th, but he's done 7 laps. He might have to pin her in a short while, and maybe he gets the advantage of having another safety car down the line. Maybe he doesn't. Pog's on new mediums. Everyone, actually, from 7th backwards are on new mediums. And now you've got a safety car to bring them all together. So this could be very, very close racing very, very quickly. Oh, God. Don't know why I'm yawning so much. So we've got Boomer on the hards. I would have assumed Boomer would attempt to go to the end on those hards, but as shown by everyone else, there's not really a tendency to follow that logic. Or lack thereof, if I'm completely wrong. I don't have the I have the laps they've done, but I don't have the percentages for the tyres, so could be entirely possible that I am wrong. Reno's just gone up a few positions as Demon. Did Teachy Boom just DNF? Okay, well, there's 4 DNFs now. 12 people left in the race. The 2 Williams cars at the back. Oh, God. Oh. You've got 2 Red Bulls near the back as well. Luke and the Mercedes is near the back. That's your back 5, actually. 2 Red Bulls, 2 Williams and a Mercedes. You've got the Hearts of Basket in 7th. Reno's in 6th after pitting under the safety car. I think he pitted under the safety car twice, to be honest with you, so he might get away. It's been pretty fortunate with where they've lied so far, these safety car occurrences. Well, one of my plans have just fell through for Monday. That's fun. It's not. Is it coming in this lap? If it is, I missed a message for it. But by the way that Boomer's backing everyone up, it looks like we are going at it again. The hards are probably in great position right now. Maybe a little bit cold, but that's about it. Boomer's got everyone off the mark there. But Zab looked like he's clawed it back. He may have been off the mark to start, but he's definitely got slightly quicker pace on those mediums than Boomer did on those hards. Pog's got past basket on track, obviously. Penalties will throw this race off by a mile. Not much else to do when it comes to much else to look at when it comes strategy wise now. I've gone the wrong way. I wanted to go on Heidelberg. Heidelberg going down the outside into the following turn on Steve. Boom on the outside, Steve on the inside. Oh, there's a collision! There's a collision between Heidelberg and Steve. And I'm not too sure there was a wheel down the middle there. Down the side. Oh, that could just be a racing incident, that one actually. I'm not too sure. Heidelberg now up to 4th again. Steve dropped to the back, which is quite unfortunate. Basket and Pog are going at it side by side here. One in the Haas, one in the Red Bull. Zad's got 3 seconds. It looks like the Ferrari Reno's in 5th is also getting brought into this little train of cars. You got Zab Christ trying to chase down Boomer. Boomer doing a very good job just being able to do his job at the moment. may still be possible that a couple of guys have to pit. I am more looking towards the mediums than the hards. I don't know the tyre wear on this track though. Can't imagine it being too great. By too great I mean I feel like it's probably going to wear quite a decent amount. The little trainer car, well I say little train, it's half the remaining drivers, to be honest with you. A little bit more than a little. Actually everyone, it's all the way up until 11th, the top 10 are all in a train now. Baskets just seem to lost pace on him a little bit. Let's see if Hamas is able to make anything work on the Mercedes. The 10th of a second. Going down the inside. Is he going to have any space? If he did, he's not going to have much of it. He managed to not create contact though. Keeps his car on track and is going to get another go when DRS comes in. I'm going to watch Heisenberg for a minute. He's one of the only ones without a penalty and as it stands would win the race. Luke's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's 0.3 of a second here for Heisenberg. He's about to get DRS down the straight, see if he can make a proper move. However, Chrysler's got DRS on his teammate, so Heisenberg's ability to make something happen there is definitely limited. Basket's got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Heisenberg's taking a different approach this time, down the outside of the hairpin. And it looks like he got the exact same amount of traction through that hairpin, able to take a place off of Christ. Puts him into the podium positions. Looks like Pog and Reno are about to go at it with Price as well. Let's see if they're going to be able to make anything. Slimmy just got 3-second time penalties, 1.5 of a second going down the inside into turn 1, but he's too far back. Looks like all the cars are all three of these cars are on the back of each other's cars, and it's Pog back there has almost made a move on Reno. Reno does well to hold the position, shut the door, but I fear that that's not the end of that battle, unless Reno is able to make some of this work and get past Christ. Then it becomes his problem. 0.6 of a second. Reno is able to get past. I'm loving this camera angle as I'm trying to watch an overtake. Reno gets past and is now the attempt of Pog to get past Christ. Down the inside, Christ is almost touching the Ferrari there. Pog's gone down the inside of the hairpin. He's managed to capitalise on the mistake that came about between the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari, and has managed to push himself in front. As for that, Heisenberg has now pushed him into second. Pog's got in front of Christ. It looked like Basket got in front of Christ, and there's a yellow flag in sector 3. And it looks like Christ has had a nightmare. Not sure whether or not to do much when it comes to keeping it here. The softs of Heisenberg are going to be far quicker than 13 lap hards of Boomer, who's still trying to go to the end on these. Didn't bring out a safety car or anything of the sort, so it looked like it got away with it. 0.3 of a second between splits the leader and second. Is there anything in this one? No, there's nothing going into this corner. Slimmy's got a mass going into the start of the second sector. We're gonna watch these three fight out for a little bit. Reno getting on the back of Zab, and Pog getting on the back of Reno, and it could be very interesting with DRS down this straight. Is he going to be able to make a move on the inside? He's going to try it, he's going to get it, and it looked like the Red Bull is going to try and get the same thing as well off of Christ, and Christ is... it's Zab, sorry. Zab's slowly dropping down the leaderboard. It looks like Basket's got... I've been calling the AlphaTauri the wrong way round for a long time, apparently. Basket got past Zab. Zab's slowly dropping his way down the pecking board. Basket's just out of DRS range. You've got Pog inside the DRS range who's going to attempt to give it some sort of shot on Reno. Like he had done for the last couple of laps, hasn't been able to make it work. Slimmy's got 0.2, quarter of a second now behind his Mercedes driver in front. There's a yellow flag in sector 1 and it looks like Steve Dodds had an absolute nightmare of a session. He was great in qualifying, but not so great when it comes to the race, which is the point I had to make out beforehand, and he just proved it very, very well. 0.8 of a second between the two of these. 0.2 between Zab and Basket. Is they going to be able to make anything work here? Steve Dodds had just retired from the session there, makes 5 DNS, and now safety car! Safety car again! Oh, Jesus Christ, if I haven't thought the first two might have broke up the flow of this race a little bit. Have a third. If the flow of this game wasn't, this race wasn't broken up before, it sure as hell is now. So Heidenberg is in the lead. Boomer could and probably should take this as an opportunity to pit. Probably onto some softs and race out the rest of the race on softs while everyone else is roughly where they are. Heidenberg's going to just probably see this race out on softs. Boomer has gone into the pits. Reno's going to stay out behind Heidenberg. Pog's coming to the pit as well. Basket. Zab's coming to the pit. Luke's coming to the pit. Slimmy's coming to the pit. Amas is coming. Everyone is enjoying these pit lanes. Christ is a bit further back. Just a little. I think he might have pitted on the last lap, to be fair. Reno just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, which I might effectively hand this one to Heisenberg. While swerving and tyres isn't much of a... I'm surprised Zab's gone on a 7 mediums. Interesting call. Penalties! Oh my... Okay, that's a lot of penalties. So you've got 6 seconds for Reno in second. So he would need to get past Heisenberg and gain 6 seconds, which, I mean, would require a Heisenberg spin, because you're not doing that. Boomer is 3 seconds slower. They've got 3 seconds less penalties than Reno has. So currently would jump Reno. Pog got 9 seconds worth of penalties, which, okay then, that's a new one. Basket's got 3 seconds, so as long as he stays with him for 3 seconds of Reno at the moment, it looks like Basket might be able to capitalise on a podium, which is all unlikely. Well, it's unlikely to happen still, but it's also unlikely, an unlikely podium. Dab's got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so has Luke, so has Slimmy, so if those three was to remain as they are, they're not going to change between the three of them. They might drop a couple of places because of Amos and Christ only having 3 seconds and Matt getting none, which he might have only had 1 penalty this entire season. I don't think I'm over exaggerating that either, unless he done more, but I'm pretty sure a couple of them went on him, probably on safety cars. But there's 5 DNFs. There's only 1 so far that has one that has continued driving that won't get points. I would definitely feel bad for that person. Could be possible that we still see another DNF and all 10 people that would then be remaining would get points. That would be a pretty special way of going about it. Safety car will either go, yeah, safety car is going to come in this lap. So we'll be on lap 29 of 35. Which entails that we've got about 6 or 7 laps left of this race. Heidenberg is probably going to regret staying out on those softs actually. Even though he's far faster than everyone else. Probably will regret being on softs 9 laps more used than Boomer in third. He's slowing up the pack. When is he gonna let it go? And there he is, just before the chicane. He lets it go, and off we go again. Looked like we'll keep it on Pog for the moment because he looked like he's in the thick, very much in the thick of things. Everyone just closing gaps for days at the moment. And it looks like Reno and Heidenberg are fighting a little bit to see whether or not DRS is going to be a thing in a couple of laps. Boomer being 4.5 tenths is slowly catching. He doesn't need to make an overtake to get second. Probably does need to make an overtake if he wants a shot at Heidenberg though. He's on better tyres. Reno's got 1 tyres, didn't pit. Heidenberg got 1 tyres, he didn't pit. He might end up struggling with the last 6 or 7 laps. He's 17 on soft. There's Slimmy's got past Luke. Boomer's gonna go down the outside. Faster tyres, less 1. See if he's gonna make the move. He is. He's in front into the chicane. It looks like Reno's gonna do a little bit of bump drafting apparently. And as doesn't matter though. Looks like Boomer with his better tyres has managed to keep the position, and now he gets a shot. Now he gets his shot at Heidenberg, who is in a very vulnerable position right now. You've got Christ in 9th. Luke looks like he dropped down the leaderboard there a little bit. Matt's just biding his time by the looks of it to see if he can gain as many positions as physically possible. But as it stands, it looks like there'll be a couple of DRS trains, but it's 4.5 tenths of a second between Boomer and Heidenberg. Is this the day Boomer's going to win a race? Is this the day that Boomer is going to win a Tier 4 race? He's gonna get the opportunity to make a move on Heidenberg down this straight. It is just a bit too far back to actually make said move. Heidenberg just got a 3-second time penalty. Boomer did a short while ago, which I might have missed. DRS is now enabled, so penalties between these two are now a non-existent factor. Reno got overtaken by Pog in that meantime. Reno's slowly dropping down the board a little bit. The yellow flag in sector 1. It's Reno. Oh no. Oh no. Reno. Oh, he's dropped all the way to the back. And now he's probably not going to get any sort of rest by not going to get any points either. And his Boomer going down the outside. He's backed off. Heidenberg's going to keep his position. Pog going at it now as well. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like that's the end of Reno's race. Boomer's going to go around the outside of the hairpin. Wheel to wheel. He's not going to get good enough traction now, is he? To get through. Whether he is or isn't, it's going to be a DRS for Pog and Boomer. And with those Boomer and Heidenberg fighting, it's open the door for Pog. Boomer's in front going into the corner, so Boomer's going to take first at Heidenberg. Oh my god, Heidenberg, and there draws another safety car. Oh my fucking god. Oh, and just as everything was going right for oh, he made a mistake by not pitting Heidenberg and has paid the ultimate price. Gonna get a point for DNF, in which, man, you shouldn't get, but oh well. It is what it is. It looks like Slimmy, who it might as well answer. It looked like Slimmy's out the question when it comes to a podium. It looked like Pog's out the question when it comes to a podium as well. So Boomer has 3 seconds, Basket has 3 seconds. That's your closest battle at the moment. Any sort of mistake from either driver would hand the other one a win. Slimmy's got 11 seconds worth of time. Time penalties, and could cause a huge problem. Zab's got 6 seconds, so he's gonna beat Slimmy with what will essentially be maybe 1, maybe 2 laps left to race. And we've had 7 DNFs. 9 remaining, 7 DNFs, 1 more, we got half the grid. Out of all this, I don't know how it's happened, but somehow Demon's managed to get 9th. And the safety car is going to bring him right back up to everyone else, which in turn is going to bring him well within the penalties ranges of Luke, Christ, Amas, and probably Zab and Slimmy as well. He could genuinely jump to 4th or 5th realistically. Maybe if you're pushing it, Pog and push for a podium, but it's going to take a couple of overtakes to even attempt that. He's got to get close enough. Safety car might come in this lap and give it a couple of laps of racing, so might have to step on the gas a minute. The safety car going to stay out 1 more lap and leave us 1 lap of give us 1 lap of racing. That's the real question. Boomer and Pog have the same tyre wear. Penalties are a huge factor. As for just go on the thing, every one of the top 4 has the same amount of tyre thing. Christ has got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Luke. And all of a sudden, Demon might be in a very, very, very good position. Safety car is coming in this lap by the looks of it. Amasa just got a 5-second penalty. They just handed 5-second penalties out like the candy at Halloween. Basket's just got a 3-second time penalty, and any sort of chance that you would have associated with Basket trying to win the race is gone. Luke's DNF'd and we've lost half the grid. How the hell? It's Canada, not Monaco. How have we lost half the grid? Pog's 4/10 of a second behind Boomer, who is basically irrelevant because penalties. Basket's now got 3 seconds extra penalties on Boomer, so realistically, without a crash, I think Boomer wins this race, and for once, he's going to see the top step of the podium. He's only had to beat 7 racers to do 7 other guys to do so at the end of the race, but he's going to see top step. As for the rest, Basket's probably going to enjoy 2nd on the podium. Zab, maybe. Zab or Demon. Leader. 7 seconds. 6 seconds on Basket. 9 seconds. So he's well within range of Pog. Got Christ as well. Demon's got to get a podium here. It's not far of a shout to say that he actually could get a podium. 5 seconds between him and Zab. It's not that further forward for him. It is actually. He's outside of the 6 second on Basket. He's outside the 6 seconds on Basket, actually. Oh, it's going to be an interesting last It's going to be an interesting last lap. Always going to be focusing on the clock here. Another Basket penalty might introduce another level of misfortune. He's slowing up. Demon. He had a chance. He had a chance at podium. I think he still might get it just about. It's going to be very, very close. He don't know if he's going to get 3rd or 4th. It looks like down the final. Well, actually, down the 2nd to the final straight, the back straight into the final chicane one last time for Canada. And it's Boomer into the final chicane, down the home straight. And it's Boomer who's going to win the Canadian Grand Prix. Basket's going to take second by the looks of it. Gonna wait until Demon crosses the line. Demon's only gonna get fifth in the end. His last lap was shocking. So Basket's gonna take second. Zab's gonna take third. And oh my god, that was penalty ridden. And I didn't expect anything less in Canada. That was something else. We lost half the grid. Half the grid didn't finish the race. Heisenberg and Reno paid the ultimate price for not pitting for some reason. And it's allowed Boomer to have a huge advantage. Huge advantage, because Pog's dropped down a few bits. Pog dropped down to 4th. Reno didn't finish the race. That was crazy. We had 4 safety cars. And 2 of them came within the last 7 or 8 laps of the race. Jesus Christ. Well, that was chaotic. We're not done. I'm just trying to get into see if there's interviews that want to be conducted. I'm pretty sure. What an insane... Let's see. Let me find this one. Why am I struggling to find out where my post-race interviews one is? Alright, I'm just gonna add one of the guys in here, Basket. Does Basket want one? There's thing. Join race chat thing. It's all good. So Zab's not doing the interview. Boomer's obviously the winner, so he's joining us. Boomer's gonna join us. Zab's not. Demon is. So I haven't heard anything from Basket.
Hello.
Hello. I'm just trying to see if Basket wants to do an interview.
Doubtful.
It was, yeah, I'm doubtful of it as well. It's just, it looks like it's just going to be you and...
Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Hello.
Hello.
Just waiting on to see if Basket gets back. Give it a minute.
He's talking.
I'm just wait. He doesn't have a microphone yet, so we're gonna go with this. we're gonna go with this. So alright, let's start with. We'll save the race winner to the last. I feel like that's the only way to do it. So let's start with you, Matt. How did you find this race? I was about to ask about that. Because I was look, I had it on a leader time going through the last lap. Safety car came in. I saw that you were, I think it was 5 seconds away from Pug and some like 4 seconds away from Basket, who you're chasing, and then you dropped off. So when you got what was the feeling when you got that damage? Gained you a couple of positions, so I can't say I blame you. And with that, I mean, obviously, got in that you didn't get a podium, but isn't this like your highest or second highest finish of the season? So this is very unfamiliar territory for you then. And well, the last question I've got is for the last 2 seasons, everything's fighting for position now, just not really much going on. What do you think you can achieve through the last couple of races, just taking them one by one? Well, thank you for the time, lad. Pleasure speaking to you.
Well done, Matt. Very good. Yeah, thank you.
And well, here goes the time though. Boomer on the top step of the podium. I didn't feel me saying that one, lad.
No, to be honest, not a lot of commentators have said that, especially the last 2 years, I think. Yeah, I'm very happy, to be honest. Since I just found out, I think it was Spain in like the first season of the last game, so that's basically more than a year
Jesus
ago.
Christ!
Yeah.
Logged out then.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, when it doesn't happen that often, you kind of remember what the last time was.
Yeah.
That's just the thing.
So what's going through your mind that obviously we had 4 of them, and I'll get through all of them as we go along. But starting right at the back, what's going through your mind on the last safety car? When you see Heidberg doesn't pit, he's on 10 lap hold tyres softs, and Reno didn't pit either. What's going through your mind?
Well, it was like the safety car before, they basically, I didn't stop and they did, and then everyone behind them did, except for I think 2 or 3 cars. So I was like, oh well, nice, I fucked it up already with my strategy. And then the next safety car came, and I was like, well, I'm gonna pit now. I don't care what those 2 do. So basically I did the same what they did to me a safety car before, and yeah, it worked out as a treat. And I was very surprised not seeing Reno in. Yeah, and I thought, yeah, it's weird that Heisenberg also didn't pit, but yeah. It's a little bit more pressure if you are closer to the front, and I was like, maybe because it was specifically lap 26, and I knew if I go on the softs, they are in their ultimate window of performance, so I went for it, and it was a good choice here.
That's fair enough. The strategies were quite literally all over the place for Canada. But when you're racing like 35 laps around a track like Canada, the 4 safety cars really have to like break up your rhythm, don't they?
Yeah, they do, because I'm kind of a driver that can get a rhythm in Canada. I think if I say that to other people, they will be like, a rhythm in Canada with all those corners, but I can get one, and sometimes Yeah, even because what you mentioned as the last safety car wasn't even the last safety car. Because of course Heisenberg thought I'm doing a Magnussen. I think he was off his one also before, so yeah, basically it was already all the way to the finish, and I already felt proud that I was able to overtake him on track, and it was very close also with Poggle. Yeah, the safety car just already meant that the battle was over, because he crashed, of course, but also meant that it was kinda secure for me to win. So it was a little bit anticlimactic, but I loved it anyway.
Honestly, I've got two more, because Canada, I don't know if it's just me, but did you feel like Canada was just an entirely just penalty central or something? Because
Yes.
I'm reading down the list and I see multiple guys who had 10-second plus penalties.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
And-
also very... It's like I got 4 warnings in total, and I think 4 of them were because someone overtook me just before the chicane, and then you have to drive a slightly different line because someone is coming back on the racing line just before they brake, and that's getting you out of touch, and then you get a warning. So that's basically the only reason, but you can get a track limit in every corner. That's insane on this track.
Yeah, it is. Heidelberg just put in my chat saying shit track. He asked if we enjoyed the race a bit before as well. But with the last question then is, Larry didn't show up, Salieri didn't show up, Reno DNF'd, Pog got 9 seconds worth of penalties. Are you confident that you could get second place now in the championship?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask, did you feel like this win is deserved or something? But
No, we're taking it a different direction. We've got two races left after that.
Yeah. Well, it's Brazil and Australia, right? Well, placing myself for the ROC would be nice, but I think there are some other drivers that deserve it a little bit more because they were consistent over the whole season. To be honest, it wasn't my fault that I couldn't race like the first 3 weeks, so there is some fate, but I think I am just one of the few people that just like Canada a lot. And I think in Brazil, normally Brazil is a good track for me. Australia, I always DNF in Australia, so maybe one position up in the standings or something like that. That's what I expect, but what I hope is more, of course, yeah.
Heisenberg just updated me that Larry's on 105, Salieri's on 98, and you're on 96 going into the last 2 races.
Oh, yeah, of course. You get a lot of points if you win, yeah. Okay.
And one last comment. They say Reno DNF. I just got a chat saying as well, saying that Reno DNF, when I said Reno DNF, and he put the pain afterwards. So clearly affected him quite a lot, DNFing. But thank you for the interview, mate.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just very happy, and I hope you enjoyed it all.
I did. I almost lost my voice halfway through, but I did.
Oh, nice. Now I'm gonna watch it back.
I mean, I don't blame you. You won the race, so I'd be watching it back if I had as well. So, thank you for the interview.
Yeah, no problemo.
In a bit. I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you. See you on Tuesday for sprint. See you on next Thursday for another chaos.